Oh, just vote, so they motherfucker no bap. I took my ass back to Atlanta. Yeah. Back to my sticks, back to my hands, back to my bitch, back to my shot. Rolling around, yeah, I'm on 2 miles. Rolling them out, rolling on this, roll. Bitch just see me a threat, I told her bitch. I told you, baby, I'm not regular. I pushed that button, had my op on Good Morning America. Jumping the plane, hope you stand, hope I'm embarrassed. Niggas be switching sides, they like lesbians. I'm in the cake, I'm fan, he in the night. Whole lot of bitches fuck on nut, I grab the guitar and rack up. Whole lot of hoe wanna fuck up us, I fuck the guitar and rack up. Push the brake, push it down, hold up, watch me rack up. Watch me rack up.
I'm on way too much Molly, might fuck up the party. I still left with 3 hoes and stuffed them in a Rari. Me like 10 million off V-Long, shout out to Barry. I could fuck around, go deep, boys, just like I'm Cuddy. Tried to fight, pouring up syrup, I had to pick my battles. Tryna break the money machine, the only thing that matter. I ain't tricking on no thought, she fucked the whole game. Double O and XO, we got the same chain. I can't see none of they hate, my money stacked too tall. Made some mistakes, but none of my diamonds got flaws. Since I tie my ties, I feel like I'm above the law. I'm a rock star, no band, my Drake on my guitar. Bitch, I really do it. Gotta keep my fire, my whole life I've been walking through it. Send a bitch through immigration, I need something foreign. Wake up to the moon, I go to sleep, the sun showing.
Bitch, I really do it. Oh, I really do it. In my cup, that's the codeine, dirty fluid. I been going crazy. Bitch, I really do it. In my cup, double cup, dirty fluid. Me and my shooter related. I'm in that bitch and I'm lazy. This shit got me talking lazy. I'm from the flat, I'm crazy. I'm from the flat, nigga shady. I'm in the big gon' base. Hit squat, twin that base. Hit squat, twin that base. Jump in the plane, hope you stand, hope I'm embarrassed. Niggas be switching sides, they like lesbians. I'm in the cake, I'm fan, he in the night. Whole lot of bitches fuck on nut, I grab the guitar and rack up. Whole lot of hoe wanna fuck up us, I fuck the guitar and rack up. Push the brake, push it down, hold up, let me rack up. Whole lot of hoe wanna fuck up us, I fuck the guitar and rack up. Whole lot of bitches fuck on nut, I grab the guitar and rack up.
My bitch better sleep on my codeine up. I just smash when I want, I don't need her. Yeah, do the dash, which I'm off for the meter. Yeah, do the dash, which I'm off for the meter. Yeah, do the dash, which I'm off for the meter. Yeah, do the dash, which I'm off for the meter. Do the dash, which I'm off for the meter. Do the dash, which I'm off it. I leave that boy there, put him in the coffin. And I'm fly as hell, yeah, bitch, I'm hawking. I'm in Atlanta on the south side with a bitch who don't do this often. I'm fucking this bitch at 3:16 a.m. I feel like Steve Austin. No, we don't give a fuck, bitch. We don't give a damn. My niggas be bossing. My young niggas pulling up with sticks, shooting out the rim. Don't care what it costs. My young bitches pulled up in Rick. I don't give a damn. Told her take it off. Every time you see me on my blick, I don't give a damn. I'm a fucking bitch. I don't give a damn. I'm pulling this lean up. I got X and I'm promethazine up. My bitch better sleep on my codeine up. I just smash when I want, I don't need her. Yeah, do the dash, which I'm off for the meter. Yeah, do the dash, which I'm off for the meter. Yeah, do the dash, which I'm off for the meter. Yeah, do the
Been waiting my whole life for this day. If you haven't blown your account yet, press 1 in the chat. If you haven't blown your account yet. If you haven't blown your account the last 3 weeks, press 1 in the chat. Because if you blown your account, look what you got now. You damn fucked up. You damn fucked up. You got no more account to trade now. What the hell happened?
I'm pulling this lean up. I got X and I'm promethazine up. My bitch better sleep on my codeine up. I just smash when I want, I don't need up. Yo, do the dash was I'm off for the meet up.
Alright, yo.
Yo,
let's start the day, man.
Yo, do the dash was I'm off for the meet up.
Alright.
Yo, do the dash was I'm
Let's
off
start
for
the day. Let me just send this, start this.
Do the dash on my feet, yeah. Put that bitch on my feet, yeah. Pull out in the coffee, yeah. I blank up coffee, yeah. If it ain't done, I got dumps, I got guns, I got bitches.
Chat, we have insane volume right now. I think we still do. I think I checked like 10 minutes ago and we still had volume, so I'm assuming we still got some volume here. But anyways, the session will go on with volume anyways, right? So it doesn't matter if you missed on the move, whatever. I'm just excited that we have volume here because this is like what we were kind of like waiting for like 3 weeks now, and we finally have it. You know, I kept telling you guys like, yo, you're gonna get volume, man. You don't gotta sell down for less in this range here. And finally broke out today, started moving. So I mean, shit, let's go find out what we can do today. But look at this, like this thing is still going as we speak, so this is like amazing, right? And yeah, it looks like it continued to push down. So shit, hold on, Discord is working and then signal channel is not connected. I don't think so. Let me check this. All right, that's connected now. Okay, yeah, cool. We are good here. So let's go put this back here. Discord running, Discord streaming, everything good, audio good. Okay, cool. All right, let's go and analyze and see what we can do today. I don't think we have do we have news right now? I know we have FOMC later, but do we have anything right now? Core PPI in a minute. All right, so this is already like pricing, so I don't even know if news will actually do anything here crazy. But either way, you'll get like volume coming in. So as the session goes on, right? So you might not get a spike for news because this already moved so much already. But yeah, volume is good. So let's just go analyze and then let news play out the way it plays out, and then we'll see what we can do today. It looks like I'm assuming this is direction off bat. I'm thinking already like wick entry sells, so like any given pullbacks we get, right? So let me just check real quick. Have we gotten a pullback anywhere yet? No, we haven't. So this is perfect. Okay, it's cool. So obviously, I don't want to take the wick entry sell during the news count because if first thing price does on news is like open up and it just decides to reject, right? Like let's say it starts to push up on the minute time frame, right? So right now you look like this. So let's say news comes out and starts spiking up. You don't want to take the wick entry sell during news because that could be affected by news. But after news, if news continues to open down first and then shifts up for a bond wick afterwards, that'd be nice. But yeah, wick entry sells are pretty good here. We haven't gotten a pullback since this entire move down, so you're assuming you'll get a pullback. And you want to be part of that, right? Because as it pulls back, what are you doing? You're making like a lower high to continue down further, or you're making a lower high or a higher low to make a higher high, higher low, right? But either way, you'll get structure going like up or down there, so that would be amazing. I think the only issue I have is like news here, really. So let this play out right now, and then I'm assuming we can get positioned before 9 here. By the looks of it, it looks like before 9 for us. All right, we can put something here. I think like 49, 41 is a pretty good zone for like a wick entry sell area for now. Next target area, you're probably looking at like 48. 43. Yeah, this is like price action heaven. Like you are dead ass, and this is like what you wake up for, what you want to wake up to every single day. When it comes to price action, obviously you can't get that, but the good thing about trading is you can actually wait for these days only. All right, cool. So Let's go ahead. Yeah, 92 could be a weak entry area for now. And like, let's say you continue to push through like 48, 44, and you just continue to push down without pulling back. That's fine. We'll just keep the same idea in mind, looking for the same idea, but we'll move it down further towards the next zones and whatnot. But I think your next zone here is going to be like, it looks like 47.57 if you break below 48, 44. So that's going to be pretty important. And yeah, I think that's it. I think we'll just wait for news to play out here, do what it wants to do. It looks like it didn't do much. So if you get a pullback, I wonder if this could actually be a little lower. I think it could be. So you came down towards here. I think it's still up here. Let's see. If it breaks below like 48.81, then I'll use this right here. That'll make a lot of sense. But it's gonna have to break below. It's gonna have to break below here, I'll say. If it breaks that, then I'll look for ideas below there. Below at 4,900 instead for first pullback. All right, but this is a pretty straightforward day, man. This is directional, so you don't gotta spend time picking out direction. It's more of just like how you're gonna get in now, right? Still obviously requires a lot of analysis, but in terms of ideas, is like right there. So yeah, we'll see what we can do today. All right, maybe we'll double stream today. We'll see. But this looks like FOMC might be priced in. Looking at price here. Got a chat. Got it. Yeah, this is looking good. Let's see. Green tap, 75. Where'd you come down to just now? You came down towards 84. So it's fine. It doesn't have to come down here. If it doesn't come down, then the pullback just, I want it to be like up here more so. But if it comes down towards, if it actually comes down towards 75, then I can actually use 4,900. I'm saying 4,900 or 48.75. I want to see that break to look for a wick entry sell that's valid here instead of here. Is because that's where this breaks here. So I'm assuming that breaks, you're in part of this range now. So then this range here, when it came down the past, it pulled back usually in this area, right before coming down further. So that's why this would be okay. But I want to see it break this. If it doesn't break this, it can still come up towards here before coming down again. And then for continuation of sells, I think it's doable too, but I'll say you have a lot of range for that. Like you have a lot. You have below 48, 44, below like 47, 60. You have a lot. So you can go on forever. Wait, no, this is too early, man. I can't drink this. New emotes? Yeah, check it out. It's not static. Isn't it moving? Am I tripping? Why isn't it moving? It's supposed to be moving. I could have sworn it was moving yesterday. Oh, that is ass. Sorry, man. We'll figure it out. Oh, it's ass. No, it's not good. So still like in between here, you want to just I'm waiting for a rejection at least, like 75 tap and then pull back to 4900 wick entry sells, or like you pull back from here 4937, pull back wick entry sells. So it's just like kind of sitting here, but it's like slowly creeping down. It's just not really pushing, right? We don't have that steep pullback yet, so that's like very good still. Like this entire move down, there was like no pullback, so any given point you can get that wick entry sell, because that can be your pullback. So eventually it's gonna slow down. Eventually it's gonna create a top wick. Eventually it's gonna give you that range. How much are these ranges? Like that's quite a bit today, right? That's not bad. Pretty good. And then next zone is gonna be the daily zones. Yeah, leg candle approaching too. The thing about the leg candle is that you already got the leg candle body reaction the first time it came down. Like this is the leg candle you had. You got the body reaction like 2 weeks later. And then you came up, made a high, and then now you're coming back down to re-break that low. So it's like this can feel a lot easier than like how it came up, or how it compared to before, just because you already tapped the body area right here. Right, so you coming down against like breaking that low. All it has to do, I would say, is like close below and hold. If it can hold like 48, 43, whenever, like tomorrow, next week, whenever it decides to do it, it might not even come down today. This range should be pretty straightforward. So if you tap here, 75, yeah, it's not bad. 75 is not bad. Basically tap that area. Yeah, let's see, can we get up? Where's my zone again? It was here, right? So I had what do I have here? So yeah, we had earlier like here. There's also something here. Yeah, I'll say here is fine. Like this 4903 zone is pretty good. But you want to see this come up here. It's coming up right now. So you want to see this come up within one motion. If it can do so in one motion and not like pull back, because the last thing you want to see right now is structure. So you don't want to see it like kind of come up here, pull back, higher low, come up, pull back, higher low. Right? You want to just see it like consistently pop. And then that's how you can get wick entry sell, because you're expecting this to occur, right? Higher low. But if you're coming up here and you have higher lows, it's like it's kind of harder to expect that there. So you do want to see it come down one motion, or come up one motion, and then that's your wick entry sell, right? Because the idea is like you're gonna make a higher low to come up after, or you make a higher low to retest the lows and continue down. Either way, like following the trend or the start of like a slowdown, start of a range, you'll get something here, right, for that wick entry idea. And then for the zones, you just mark up like a minor zone. So in this case, like 4903 is what I got off of like the 4 and the 1 zones. So that's what I use there. So let's see, you were close. 130 pips win. No, I didn't check Asian. I'll check in a bit, Benzo. Hard stop above 45. Let's see. What could we use today? I think we could use this, to be honest. Because if this is directional, it has no reason to flip. I'll say like 50-19. What lots? If we have this, you're looking at lots 1100. You're looking at probably 0.5, 0.6, 0.5. Yeah, I think 0.6. So pay attention here. You don't want to see structure. If there's structure, it's fine. We'll move the zone up further, right? We'll just keep doing that. I think your next zone is gonna be like, it's either like 4902 or like 4937. I don't have anything in between right now, unless I can find something. But like, I have nothing in between. That's a higher low, isn't it, right there? And that's a bit of structure. So this zone will be invalid for now too. Let's see. I don't have anything else here. Like you could put it like here up at this area right here at like 49.15. I think it's the middle of nowhere still. Looking at that. So I have 49.37. And if it breaks below here, that's fine too. We can have like 48.75. But like does this, because that right there was like your pullback. It might not be the pullback to continue, but it is somewhat of structure as well. See if we can, you can still look for wick entry sell. It's just that you guys shift that zone up a little further. Let's see. Anything else here? What's this? Dominant flow. That's that same zone earlier, right? That was when you broke below. No, I'm not gonna use this. I'm not gonna use this. I think it's gonna be at 49.37. If it's not, if it wasn't 49.02. $49.37. Or if it breaks below here, then let's see. If it breaks below 48.75, you're probably gonna see 48.55. We'll get your cells right there. I'm assuming 48.75. Yeah, I'll be valid. If you come down towards 49, 48, 49. So let this slide down 250 pips here. Unless you have FOMO, you can't. Then that's a you problem. But 48, 206 pips. Let that rip down 260 pips, and then that can pull back. That'd be nice, right? So just like gathering ideas for the wick entries. But this, like, see how already today it's like already like 3, 4, 5 ideas off the bat. Yeah, there are some weeks where we could even get to like 3, 4 ideas alone for the week. So it's definitely like different type of volume and structure today on price. But now imagine like you don't even have like the account to trade today. It's like, you know, because you spent the last 2 weeks struggling in the ranges, trying to trade every day. You don't gotta do that. Let me just delete trades taken here. Trades taken. No trades today. How come you're so good but only trading 2K? I got more than you. I never said I was so good. I'm just taking my trades, man. Who said I was so good? That's your illusion in your head. I'm just marking up my ranges and doing what I would do every day. I never said I was above or below anybody. Tripping, dog. Tripping. just got on and going heavy longs here. Anger Creeper, you got heavy longs? Yeah, let's get this wick entry. I don't know what it is with people, man. Shit, I'm just, even when I show a 2K account, I'm getting like ego child. Shit, man, like I'm not even, you know. Let me trade I thought a 2K account would be peaceful. I can trade it in peace. No one would say anything. No one's gonna care. When I was popping the big lots, it was like, yo, you're popping that big of a lot size just to catch X amount of pips. Now it's like, you only made $50, Don? Pick a side, man. Like, pick a side. I can't trade in peace. I just want to trade in peace, man. I just want to trade in peace. I'm not even an educator. I realize that. I'm just like a trader, and like I just happen to live stream it. I'm not even that good of an educator, but I'm just showing everything that I'm trying to do. My whole thought process, all my ideas, right? That's why I wanted to stream, because like so many ideas going on in DVS01, and I'm like, it's time we gotta share it. We spent a whole year working on like some concepts. Man, people are tripping. If you want to watch somebody, man, go watch like TGR or like Lambo Raul or like Alex G or like literally anybody else. There's so many traders that you can like watch, you know. I'm just trading a 2K account, man. Let me be. Let me be. Just sit down, relax, you know. It's a pretty chill stream. Pretty tight group here. We got like, I think what, 300 people, right? 300, 320? That's W 320 people here today. W vibes. Shout pens. All right. Yeah, so we're just waiting here, guys. Like it's okay if you have FOMO. Don't. There'll be tomorrow. There'll be a day like this again in the future. This could go on till FOMC or tomorrow as well, to be honest. All right, so it looks like you're just kind of like, you're like still slowly hovering down. It's not bad, but honestly, like this move from like 49.37 down to like 48.75 is like you're expecting a correction here or a pullback. This move down is pretty slow, so either if it's rips down here, pulls back, or like pullbacks from here. If it pulls back from here, I'll wait for this. If it rips down towards like 48.57, I'm not sure what it's gonna do here, but if it rips down from here, it pulls back here, I'll look for something at like 75 down. Why can't I draw? How much is this range here? So this range here, 170. Yes, that's a pretty decent range. This thing start glitching, that'd be nice too. Wait, no, too early. 10 more minutes. Wait, how come you guys hard stop 45? Was that like that's the previous Forex zone or something, right? That's like up here. 50, 45. Yeah, it's like up there. Yeah, you could use that. I mean, I don't think we have to be too aggressive with the stops or too like preservative, because it's like if you flip here, it's like it's gonna come all the way up towards the range though. So I think this stop would be pretty good, because that's the 1 hour flip. Yeah, it's not bad though. If you want, you could. Maybe we'll move it. If they're training, if they're not training live, they're fake. Man, yeah, I'm not gonna dive into any of that, but the good thing is that fake or not, anybody doing stuff that's fake or not, you can still kind of learn from them. So it's always like, you know, you can take some stuff away from them. Some. But yeah, I've yet to seen like traders trade for like years live without off stream trades. I used to get cooked for taking the off stream trades. Are you not concerned of the daily support that champs the entire move? What do you mean? Like the daily support? This is not a support here. This is an invisible candle. You can draw this here. Well, it's still a reaction level. Don't get me wrong, right? But no, I'm not worried if that's what you're talking about, if this can reject here, because if it does, we'll see it. You don't have to be worried because you drop down to the small time frame, you'll see how it shifts. Like if you pull up here, we're looking for a wick entry sell at 49.37. You're expecting already the pullback already to happen. So that kind of already aligns with the daily time frame. Tap the day target area, rejected. You're looking for the first initial reaction down. You're not looking for a sell here. You're looking for like this to occur, right? Like a move up here. And then we're looking for the wick entry sell. And then boom, right? We'll look for the wick entry sell to get in for a higher low. And we don't know if this is going to be a higher low to go up. We don't know if it's going to be a lower high to continue down. Because this is still bearish for a day, right? This is a correction, first wick entry sell, boom. Perfect. But like I'm not worried because I'm not assuming. You're only worried when you're assuming, right? Like you're assuming that's going to happen. Or you're assuming it's going to drive further down here. We don't know. So that's why like these, I always say like wait, like you'll see it. Like that's what I mean by you'll see it. Like you can just wait. Why the fuck the sun's so bright? You'll see it close below. Like if this continues down, you'll see it create structure, make its way back down, lower highs and all of that, right? Like there's ways to avoid it, ways to increase or decrease the probability of the trade. So yeah, this is an issue. We'll see rejection and we won't see it come back down. But we're not looking for a sell here or anything, so there's nothing to worry about there. You know what I mean? Yeah, this thing's so bright. Hey, Blair. Yo, you're in profit, Gruber. You're looking for a wick entry buy here, right? Or something? Yeah, I didn't think about that. I did not think about that today yet. Alright, where did this tap into? So bright. 48.91. Then you rejected 91, so it wasn't even 96 or 98 or any of those other levels we had. I'm surprised it reacted off of 75 though, because I didn't think this was gonna be. I thought 5.7 would be your stronger area. You got a lot of room here. Let's see, maybe it might be a little lower. What's this? 905. Maybe 905, we'll see. You have a 30-minute close here, maybe. If a 30-minute close is like bearish here, top wick first on the new opening candle, maybe. Could be a 905 still. Because I was worried about 30-minute flip earlier. And if the 30-minute flips, right, next candle opens up, you get like top wick for that candle, that's fine. Wick entry sells and you're expecting like it to pull back and all that. And continuation. I think that's when it'll slow down. Hasn't even pulled back yet. It's so bright. Blueberry isn't available on Turk glance. I think they fixed that. Check again. I think they fixed that, or they fixed the issue or something. But if you already have an account with them, you're fine. You can still trade on the broker. All right, so could this make its way down below to 5.7 here? 5.7. Let's see, is this gonna re-break the lows? What the hell? What's up, Illis? You said lower high to push up. Lower high to push up. Lower high to push up. You mean lower low? Higher low? Yeah, it could be. Oh yeah, higher low, yeah. Because you're in the buys. Yeah, it could be. I'm hoping you can get that wick entry so you can tap into that zone. For you too. That's 250. I got 30 seconds if I can drink this. What else do we have today? Just FOMC, right? That's it. FOMC at 2 p.m. and that's it. If you get unexpected news, how did interest rates for the oh no, that's Canadian dollar. That's coming out in 45 minutes. All right, so let's see what happens there. 30-minute opened up. No top wick, it's fine. Could approach 5.7 here. 5.7 is your next zone. Yeah, this thing's glitching now too, so this is good. See the movement? Compare like all of this garbage nonsense up here. Even though it was driving, it wasn't that crazy. This is actually volume here, so that's very good. I wonder. So I don't think we're gonna take a 75 wick entry sell here if it pulls back up there, because that's the flip on the 4 and on the 30 on the 1, right? Kind of opened up, but if it makes its way below like 5.7, then we can look for some. I'm assuming if it comes down to below 5.7, you'll tap into like 4.3, and then wick entry sells can be at like 5.5 downwards. Where did I get 4.3 from? Where was this from? This was from here. Yeah, let's see. If you make your way down below to like into 48, 43 and pull back towards 5.4, we can look for something. Very key thing, just keep in mind when you have the wick entry sells, you want you want it to be within one motion. So like again, you don't want to see structure Like let's say you come down here, you don't want to see it like create as it pulls back up. You don't want to see it create like higher lows and all of that, right? Like let that, you want to see it one motion, and then boom, wick entry sell, right? Literally one motion. So very important. Like wick entry sell is one thing, market zone is one thing, waiting for entry is one thing, and then when it comes to the ideas, like those minutes, micro movements are really important. Yo, I gotta pull this blind down. Holy, pause, hold on. Let me just push this down. All right. So bright, couldn't even see my chart. Good sun though, W sun. Yeah, so didn't push below 5.5. I'm not gonna take anything at like your previous zone now is 75, right? So that'll be the wick entry sell zone, but that's where the flip is. So I'll let that flip if it does, and then we can look for something at 49.05 still. That's still very valid. And since it came down further, that's even more valid now anyways. So that's very good. Very good, very good. Thurman opened up, pushed down how much? 260. Yeah. So just be patient. We might not even get anything today, right? It's not guaranteed. It's the first day you're breaking out. That's another psychological thing too. Like you wait 3 weeks for a day like this, it comes. Oh my God, I need to get a position. You do not need to get a position. You can, we can literally sit this out. If our ideas don't come, right? We can do it until 11, but if no ideas come, no ideas come. Come back the next day. There's no like nothing telling you that you need to take a trade today, aside from the fact that you survived the 3 weeks, right? So trader A would have spent 3 weeks in the last two ranges, or in the ranges, blew their account. Trader B would wait for a day like this, and then try to force trade just because it's so clean. Trader C would accept that, hey, every day it's the same. No matter if it's ranger, no matter if it's clean, you're just open. You're open to the idea of trades if they're clean. If they're not, then you're moving on, right? So it's like over the years, you gain those experiences. But you can't just see a day like this today and be like, oh, it's kind of full port, right? Sorry, Panda, what'd you say about Asian session? I think oh, you marked up the leg candle during Asian. I didn't see that weekly leg candle. I only saw the other leg candle right here. I didn't look at this one actually. I saw this one. I was looking at this one, but I guess because by the time we hopped on the session, we already missed out on this one. Yeah, you still got a little bit of range too, up to like 48, 43. Wow. Plus 30 during Asian, yeah. That's very clean. Surely this is the low. If that third flips, you might be good here, yeah? If a third flips. I'm trader A. Zico, try to warn you, man. Try to warn you. You missed the whole move. This is your problem. You're looking at another man's trading and telling them that they missed the move. How could they miss the move when they just got onto the session? What do you, like, what? So the whole world should get off the charts now because you caught a move? What kind of logic is that? Just because you caught a move, the whole world has to stop. Do you think certain strategies can work better on certain market cycles? Not to say that one must change a strategy based on market cycle. I think we can I think like if anything, like learning different market cycles is adding to your arsenal. Like you're just adding it on to your strategy of what it already is, right? Like you don't have to like have a different strategy for every market cycle, but that alone is one strategy because it's the same foundation. Well, usually it would be the same foundation. Like for me, it's the same market structure, price action. It's just like each market cycle presents different, like it gives you different market aggressiveness, right? So some conditions might be more volatile like it is now versus like the range. I don't think the range the last 2 weeks were like too bad, right? The ranges are still massive to trade. You're still applying the same stuff. I'm sure we're still looking for wick entries at some point in that range too. The same way we're looking for the wick entry sells today. And yeah. But you're adding it on. Like I don't think it's like 3 different or separate strategies. That's too much. That's too much to like think about, I think. Like imagine like EAs for when it's like this, and then when it's like this, you know, you do something else. I don't think people realize too, like, yo man, like even if let's say we missed on the move, so what? We come back the next day. No, like we come back the next day. We come back the next day, wait for the same thing. So I don't even. That's like year 1 stuff, man. Come on, get over it. Year 1, join the Telegram channel for the first time. Send your chart. Come on, get over it. You gotta get over that. And to find these dark mode, it has one. Look, you can actually go to where is it again? I actually use it sometimes, but it's like a little weird sometimes. Where is it? Yo, my old ass can't find it. Where is it? No, it's not a template. View, color themes, dark. So right there. But today was a good day to trade. Is the day done? It's 9:09 a.m. We just hopped into the charts and look at this movement. This was no different from last Thursday's movement. This was more like Friday's right here. This day just started, man. It's you know I'm not gonna blame you because it's this fear that you're speaking from, like fear of like FOMO or like fear of like might miss the move today, so you gotta wait for the next day. Like I understand where you're coming from, so I'm not gonna crash out too hard, but there's always tomorrow, man. Like there's no stress. Not yet, bro. I'm in UK, so different from me. All right. I mean, you don't even know what time that New York session opened at. It opened up an hour ago for everybody. It doesn't matter from the UK or like from East Coast or from West or from wherever. Like everyone has the same NY session open time. This is who I'm arguing with, man. Why next to the FOMC? I might be on for, we might be on for FOMC later. We might be on for FOMC later. We'll see. Maybe. I haven't been on FOMC I think for like a couple weeks now. Or a couple of months now. Can I expect sorry, yeah, I got a lot of questions here. Can I expect a correction to the halfway up? Don't expect it. Like I don't expect it. If it happens, it happens. You'll see it. Like I have an idea there if it does happen. If it doesn't, I have more ideas below here, right? But I'm not like you don't want to like guess and predict that that's what's gonna happen because we don't know. This could right here could just be the same thing it's been doing. Drive, range, and just continuation, right? We don't know if it's gonna reject here yet. So just wait for that to actually occur. There's ways of reading it. Like let's say right now you have this right now, right? But then all of a sudden, let's say you break the lows here, and then you come all the way back up here. If you break this high, where do you think it's gonna go? Probably like 48.75, right? Probability wise shows that. But that's all you know. How do you know it's gonna come up here? By the time it comes up here above 75, we'll see if it actually closes above here and make its way up. You know what I mean? But yeah, try not to like expect it or like try to like predict that's what's gonna happen. Because this thing might still be ripping, right? This thing just broke the lows too, so what do you think is gonna happen now, right? It broke the lows, has a much higher chance to continue. Next range shows that it's gonna be 42. I think that's the leg candle fill on the daily or the weekly. Yeah, this one right here. This is the leg candle right here that Penzo mentioned earlier today, right? And that takes you all the way down towards 42. So that's also the next minor minor support. So that could be the next zone. Right, but still, again, nothing changes, right? Like so far, opening the candle, opened up, shot down 250, and it's just been kind of hovering here. Try to make a high there, but it wasn't enough of a drive. All right, so let's see if it can make its way up above 05. It's not too far. It's only 430 pips. $75 would be nice. I think 75 would be nice if it wasn't for the 3rd minute flip right here. There you go. You're putting the right words for me. Don't expect anything. Let the chart tell you. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know how to put in the right words. That's why I'm not an educator. I don't know how to put in the right words, but if someone could break that down like that, W. You said 48.10 wick entry? Sheesh. Where is that? Down here? No, it's not down there. It's here. Where did you get 48.10 from? The daily? I mean, that's the daily body reaction kind of in this area. I'm assuming that could be next. Yeah, 48.10 area. It's not bad. Why are you avoiding my pineapple AI in Discord? Alright, man. I'll show. Look, guys. This is what Penzo wanted me to share. Where's your old team? Fucking left? They joined the other side. They all joined the other side. So I'm building a new team. DVSL 1. When to place a position? When it's time. Oh, you actually rebroke below 42. You're good. Okay, cool. So can this be continuation here, right? So look, anytime you come up, pull back, come back, pull back, come back, pull back, come back, pull back, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, right? That whole concept. With 30-minute flip, if that's an issue, you will see it less of an issue with the more lower highs you have, because what are lower highs doing at the end of the day? Who can answer this in the chat? Let's see, who's the quickest one to answer this? What are lower highs, right? Like, what are they? If you make lower highs on the way down, what is that overall? Like, what's the basic concept of that? Come on, who's quick here? Pullbacks? Structure? Shout out to Josh. Structure, yeah. So structure or market structure, same shit, right? Because look, if you're like coming down, but then you're doing this lower highs, right? It's structure. So with the more structure you have, the more likely it is to continue still, until it breaks that structure. But these lower high, if this 30-minute is an issue, this 30-minute candle no top wick, if it's an issue, this pullback survive, this pullback survive. If you come down, survive another pullback, it's like at that point you're just expecting to continue, and that won't have to be an issue no more. So you know how like, oh, before we'll be like, oh look, 30-minute no top wick must be a flip, right? Like Ferrari, it must be the water. Like we just think it must be the flip. How do we know, right? Like how are we gonna know if that's an issue? That's before. That's how I used to think. It'll be like 30-minute no top wick, we can't take a trade. You can avoid it. Right, you can look for ways to like decrease the probability of that being an issue. Hold on, look. So you're still pushing down here. This is amazing, guys. So, I'm assuming. Let's see, where could it be next? Let's see, actually. Where'd you pull back so far? You came towards only one, right? Just here at 67, then you push down. Yeah, I think you're looking at if it rips down below to 23 and pull back towards 41, that can be something. You still don't have like the big pullback, like the big one, the massive one. I'm assuming that would be like 05 here if this is where it comes up from. But these are just like your smaller ones, right? But look, 30-minute opening was around here, right here. Where is it? Right here. 30-minute opening. And you can see, looking at the time frames on the small time from the minute here, this is why I use the minute. Not for entries all the time, but sometimes you just read structure. This is a 30-minute opening. And then look, you have a lower high here. So if this were to come up, that would have been your flip. It didn't. It ended up coming down further, right? So now you have a potential another lower high here. If it comes down, then that's another lower high. If it corrects it, then guess we're going to go up towards the 30-minute flip, right? Does that make sense? So then you can start, if you want to be aggressive, you can actually look for ideas above here now, because that'll be the second time it re-breaks the highs, and those are your buy ideas, from here to here. Right? But that's because you're just basing it off of structure. So it's very simple. It's just market structure. I'm not looking for the buys here though. I am looking for still wick entry sell ideas or continuation breakout sell ideas, because I don't know if this is going to continue yet, or I don't know if it's going to reverse. If it does reverse, then we'll see it. But we've yet to even see the steeper pullback yet. We've yet to see the actual boom, right? And an actual range, and then before it figures out where it wants to go, create a structure. You haven't even seen this yet. So that's how you can tell it's slowed down. Someone in chat earlier said, "Are you worried about slowing down?" If it slows down, we'll see it slow down. Do we see it slowing down yet? No, there's still a lot of potential, right? Like we'll see those ranges being formed and all of that. And that's why the wick entry sell ideas are still valid there for me. So look, we have 05. I know we're a little far still. How far? 480. I wonder if we can move it. 75. Can we do 75? Let me just delete this real quick. It's 86. We can do an 86, 84. If it comes straight up here, we can do 84. If you get a pullback, then we move it back to 905. But we can do an 84. It's like a little above the 30-minute flip. 30-minute can be a leg candle closure too. Or maybe it will close bearish. And next one opens up with the top wick. You have 8 minutes left for that. But yeah, 85 could be something here. There's like a no top wick kind of right here in the 5. So I'm assuming if it comes up, this would be the area. No top wick here too to see if it rejects here. But yeah, 80, 84 will be pretty good here. So how far are we away from 84? We are approximately 200. That's not too far. Yeah, so if it's one motion, it should be quick. 8417. Yep. So we'll let that fly. No, 85, 87, 84 in that realm. No bottom wick here. What is this? February 12th, 2026. What time frame is that? That was on the 1 hour time frame. Let's go to the 1. What is that? Yeah, it should be straightforward there. Boom, 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 boom. Could it be lower to match this? Yeah, I think leave it there. 84 areas. So let's see. This is like, I think your steepest pullback here, guys. Look, this is your steepest pullback since, right? This is 280. I mean, this was 170. This looks like your steepest pullback since like this entire move down. So we'll see what happens here. If this flips and continues, then I'm assuming that you'll come down towards like 48.22 zones, which is down here. And then same thing, wait for the same exact thing again. But this is your steeper pullback. So maybe with the steeper pullback now, we can actually start hunting for more directional ideas below 22, like this continuation below 22 instead of taking only wick entry sells. And then this is like somewhat of a range now starting to form as well on the minute. Right here. To get buys? To get buys, I haven't thought about it. My mind's completely blank for buy ideas. It's just like you're gonna have to break a lot of structure. Like I wouldn't take it on the 30-minute flip. That's where my wick entry sells are, like a little above there. Maybe more so above like here, above like 5,000, 49.93. I'll look for more buy ideas, but I don't have any ideas for buys until it actually starts to show that structurally bullish. Or maybe a little ahead, but right again, like right now you've had no like really steep pullback since the move. If you like start to create structure up, then sure, eventually like above here or something, right? But we're gonna see that happen if that does happen, and then maybe above here or wherever the structure forms at. But eventually, yeah, ideas for buys could be a lot better. But right now it's just like strictly sells here until it shows otherwise. Does that make sense? Unless you're looking for like a wick entry buy or something, right? That's a little different, but I haven't thought about that yet. Thoughts on the weekly having to do bad bear chance since 2024? Yeah, we've noticed that. It's just like that's why the volume the way it is. It's so bullish. It's like bullish, and it's just. Could this be the first one? Yeah, this could be the first one. And you have like both ways leg candles here. You kind of fill this one candle, and then you have this huge leg candle coming down here. So it could be the start of something for sure. That's good though. I mean, if you look at my our trades, like we take mostly sells. So if it does come down for the leg candle, shit, it'll be good too. Oh yeah, I didn't notice that actually. Three leg candles, or 3 bearish candles since. Yeah, 2. And these are strong 3 candles too. Yeah, you can get a correction. You can get a correction. We actually arranged for like almost 3 weeks here, guys. So it's like a breakout should be a pretty big breakout over the next couple of days. Can I check out gold, please? All right, man. 2 minutes here. NYC open. Why am I in dark mode again? Oh yeah, I changed it. But yeah, that's dark mode. You guys like dark mode, or you guys like light mode? I knew something looked depressing. This ain't cheddar, this cheese. Bro, you gotta be a troll, bro. Isn't it this ain't cheddar, this quiche? This ain't cheddar, this cheese. Or am I the troll? This ain't cheddar, this quiche. This ain't cheddar, it's cheese. Roy on the floor laughing. Damn, I wish those emotes actually move. Does the 7K TV work on YouTube? It says it works, but when I tried to add it as an extension, it did not work. Oi, oi, oi. What's up, Dr. Don? Any ideas with all the sell pressure? Yeah, we have some wick entry sell ideas here. Just waiting to see if this can make its way up above 85, or if this could tap into 22. We're waiting to see if this is gonna be like continuation directional from here on out, or if this is gonna start pulling back and ranging. Oi. Yes, it's happening. It's insane. Yeah, I did not. That Leafs game was depressing. I think we're out of playoffs. My analysis is probably selling off because lots of people are pressing instead of selling. What are people actually doing right now? It's got to be more sells for sure. Where is it? Buys? Fuck, man. Damn. Let me guess. Wow, that's a lot. Well, I guess it's only like 300 traders or whatever. That's not too bad. Damn. I guess people do really buy low and sell high. Down so if the watcher's not liking, this is not right. For real. Hit that like button, guys. Everybody hit that like button. If you guys want to get, or we can get a trade today, right? Because this is really our stream that we're going to get a trade together in. So if we can get a trade today, otherwise, GG's. Yeah, this the 30-minute no top wick, 4-hour no top wick. Fuck. Sorry, excuse me. Gotta be an issue. If I'll say if it comes straight up, I'm still looking for that 85 area. But if it starts to create structure, then yeah, I'll let that flip and drive, and then we'll move it up towards like 905 again. You know? You go on YouTube giving it a like? Hey. 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 Smart from the city. I'll give away to them. I think I ate like 3 banh mi's yesterday. Are we getting a trade? Soon. 91,000 trails on line 92. It's still crawling up here. What else do you have again? 934 right now, NYC open. And then just 10, you have factory orders. And then crude oil inventories at 10:30. And yeah, the big one at FOMC later. So yeah, maybe we'll stream. Maybe we'll stay on to then. Maybe we won't stream later. I don't know yet. I'll make my decision by like 11 or something, 12. And I'll let you guys know. If I go live usually at 1:30. 30 minutes before the news comes out. But if you don't see me live, then see you guys next day, man. How many likes are FOMC streamed on? We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I don't. FOMC PTSD, you think so? Crash a bit, little bit. Right up, take a hit. Yeah, really? The affluence tree, that's nice. Maybe like CPI didn't? Or hasn't? $15 le? Where do you see that? Oh, right here, yeah. You know, Meister. We're getting trade just yapping. What would you guys be doing if there was no like YouTube live streams for trading ever? Like if you're trading by yourself, what would you really be doing? Like just like chilling, playing music, working on some stuff. What would you be doing? Gambling? Straight degen. I feel like gold's already made the FOMC moves. Possibility, yeah, that's a huge possibility. Doesn't mean it's gonna freeze though, right? But it could be priced in. That is very open-minded right there. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like when people come in here open-minded. Yo, Don, what up, Dwayne? I said it right today, right? My girl taught me how to say it last night on yesterday. Camera, no, not freezing. Yo, how long have we been here for? We've been here for 38 minutes. We've been streaming for an hour and 18. Yeah, you have quite a bit of structure here. It looks like we're gonna let this one fly. It might gotta be 905. I would be at Wall Street in that area. A lot of traders that give good advice. What's that Einstein guy from Wall Street? And what's his name? The guy who has like that crazy hair that works at the NYC office. Is he a trader or is he security? Or like, is he like the secretary? Supervisor? I'm new. Are you a scalper or swing trader? I am a scalper / day trader. You a trader? I have a scholarship of like 10-15 mil and go to school for like this decade. That clip kills me. Okay. So let's see, guys. We're starting to move a little bit here. Okay. So let's see. Is this gonna make its way up towards 85? We don't have an 85 here. There's a bit too much of structure here going on for my liking. But right above 85, we have 905 stuff. So that's still something. The good thing now though is that if it comes back down, that's continuation. So then below like 22, you don't gotta wait for pullbacks. Look at yourselves. You can just take continuations. Let's see. Yeah, but I think it's gonna be 905 here. Maybe a little earlier, 903. Yeah, 903. No topic for the previous candle. We'll use that. So can I glitch? 250 pips, gold. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. No wick entry sells here. Let's remove that. Don't worry about that. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. 2282. That's, yeah, 220 pips. So let's see. If it can come out like this without structure, that'd be perfect. That'd be brilliant. That'd be brilliant by price action. If it does this and does that and more waiting. Okay, looking good. Is there anything else that I'm missing here? I know I have this. I think that's it. Yeah, now 2. Now 2, now 3. Okay, 200 pips away now. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. If this came up, like the reason I got rid of 84 was that if this came up within one motion and it didn't do this, then yeah, I'll be in there. But it created a bit of structure here, right? So there's a much higher chance that the flip would be an issue, right? Earlier, it wouldn't have been an issue if you came all the way down from here up. That's fine. 30-minute flip, you can still get a reaction, right? But since you created a bit of structure, that tells me a lot about the 30-minute probability is a lot higher now. So that's why we ended up using this one up here, which is the original zone at 902, which is the previous 30-minute flip actually. But that's after the 4 flips and 1 hour flips, right? So if it comes up, then perfect. This should drive up though, like generic price action, right? It shows that 1 hour flips, it should drive up. So let that drive up, and if it does, wick entry sells, and then we can have a TP set like probably at the flip area, maybe even 75, 76. But yeah, we gotta get up there first. What'd you tap here? 84, 85. Yeah, so you flip on a 30, right? See if you can flip and drive. $120. What was 75 again? 75. What did I have there? 75. Oh, that was just the flip area. I think we could remove this. I don't think this is too relevant. You can leave it like that. Clean. No, I don't drink matcha. $330, $450. If it makes bottom wick here, isn't it better for long? It increases the odds, yeah, because then you have more structure. You have like all of this. I think from here, this is still okay for the wick entry cells, if that's what you're wondering. Because it comes up from here. That's fine. If it like does this, you know, and does that, then no. I can't really take that. I gotta wait for another zone or something. So let's see. You also have a 30-leg candle here too. So there is a chance that we could look for ideas on the rebreak of lows. I'm not too sure what's gonna happen within this area here though. It's rejected here at 81, 83. So I'm not too sure if this is going to come down, break below 50, or if it's going to create a higher low here to continue up. So this is definitely the range where you don't want to be part of. I think when it was like ranging, this is a little more doable for the wick entries, but this area here, you want to just let it fly by because no idea what it's going to do here. Could make a more structure up, or it could come straight down. It could discontinue its trend. All right. But below 22 or 31 now is straightforward. I think below there you have range till, what do you got below here? Below here you got range until 95, 47, 95. What is that? Yeah, around there. And then you have more range down towards here. It's just here. So 902 is still okay here. It's just, you know, it's got to move it quite a bit here. Let's see. This is structure. This is fun. What's TP going to be here? $91, $82. Let's see. So I'm gonna get some more water here. Give me like 1 second. I think you need to take into consideration the SMT divergence and the imbalance into the FVG down there. Also, liquidity is lying somewhere around here, so your stop loss is my entry. Yup. Oh. That hurt. Damn. Are you in a trade, bro? No. Because I have we're sitting here, you know. No, nothing's moving on the screen in terms of my P&L. Zero. So no trades. We are not in no trades right now. We are waiting. But don't miss it though. Don't be stream hopping right now, because the moment you go stream hop, 10 seconds come back. What happened? 4,000 pips? You want to make sure you are here for that. Because the moment you stream, it can be instant trade, you know, like 2, 3, 4 second trade. Like, yeah. So you make sure you don't want to stream hop, because it could literally be a very quick one. I already got a trade from all the other streams, bro. You are lacking. Sucks getting up after like 2 hours of sleep. Don't get up. You have 5 shoes open at the same time. Sounds like a mad Discord voice chat while I was drinking. That's funny as fuck. Ah, man. This camera is too short today, man. There we go. One hour flip can close late on maybe? Yeah, this thing still hasn't flipped. Yeah, I just took that in. It's like, I think it came to the boards to flip, but yeah, it didn't drive. I guess the 84 zone was a good zone. Yeah, it didn't flip yet. So second time rebreaks, it should be able to give you a rip. Yeah. Yeah, 4-1 off it flipped, yeah. What can you say on? Fed set to stay on hold as US Iran war clouds inflation outlook. Markets widely expect FOMC to keep the policy rate unchanged. I have no idea. I'm not too sure. When news comes out, I'll look at the candle. If it goes up and creates structure up and a hold structure, I'll look for continuous buys. If it comes out and it pushes down, creates structure, hold structure below my zones and all of that, I'll look for continuation down. Yeah. But I'm not too sure how that will affect LeBron's legacy. Wait, what happened? Why is everyone beefing in the chat? Why are you guys beefing in the chat? This is family friendly stream, guys. Come on. Don't make me ban people now. Oh boy. Yo, XYZ, bruh. Come on. You don't want to beef for someone from Montreal, bro. They gonna curse you mad fast back. Like, trust me, you don't want to beef with someone from Montreal. Who's having the lunch and waiting for the stream? Oh, W. You have lunch at this time? Damn. Well, I'll try to see what I can do for your lunch, man. You're either gonna get free lunch today, or you're gonna pay 10x your lunch price today. Will it pull back to 4,900? I don't know. 4 p.m. lunch? Sheesh. I remember when I used to work, like this is when I was young, right? And I had lunch, or I had I guess an evening shift lunch. Man, never trade the Australian news. Never trade the Australian news or NZD news during Asian session. Man, I will never forget that day. I load up I think it was like a $300 account or something at the time. And I was the whole day, the whole morning of, it was a payday, right? The whole morning of, I was like looking for, what do you call it? I was looking for a 1,000 leverage broker, like any broker. I didn't care how trustworthy, just 1,000 leverage broker, because I knew what I was gonna do. I knew that when news comes up tonight, I was gonna be flipping the account 100x, or I was gonna blow it. News comes out at 7:30. This candle starts glitching. I see a little bit of profit. I'm like, oh shit, nice. Next thing you know, my account went from like plus $200 to negative $780. I don't even know. That was the first time I never knew that you can go into negative. I never knew that your account can go into negative dollars, because that was before the balance protection. I think because it's a 1,000 to 100 leverage broker, so they just knew that your ass gonna go gamble. So, yo, yeah. So that's why I don't I would advise against trading NCD news. Please show people the AI. I'm gonna send you from a drill, please. Sure. Possible range news. I think a possibility, but I wouldn't count it out just yet. Possibility. It's always a possibility, yeah. But we'll be here for another like 30 minutes 45. I think it's just because like you started a range here between like from here to here. Like there wasn't anything too crazy that happened, I'll say. So I think next step is like to so this is the range. I'm assuming next step is just to like sit here until it breaks above, or and at least to a continuation of sells down, or I think that's the sell I'll look for, or it continues down from here, or does something like this, right? But I'm assuming that's the range I'll sit in. So there could still be wick entry sell ideas, and I think I still have that zone there, because I think this low will get retested eventually. Did you feel the weekly leg candle? Yeah, you feel the whole weekly leg candle. Yeah. But yeah, 902 I still have something there. But yeah, we'll find out. Just need to get a push here. Still early, guys. It's only 10. You have a lot of leg candles here right now, though. Wow. Okay, let's see. 1 hour opening here. Can you get a top wick first here? That'd be nice if we can do it within one motion. Do you know anything about base hit trading? Was that baseball trading or something? No, I don't know anything about that. Damn, you really in a good mood today. Man, some days you wake up in a good mood, some days you don't, but you still gotta get to work. So I apologize for the days where I wake up a little more grumpy. Some days just aren't the days, some days are the days. I'm human, but I gotta show up still, you know what I mean? But don't let those emotions get to you. Never let those emotions get to you in trading. Learn to separate it, but you can wake up in the bad mood, that's okay. But the moment it cross paths with trading, that's when you don't want to be a trader. What's up, K Mountain? The days you're mad, drink some tea, it lowers cortisol. Am I pronouncing that right? Cortisol. 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 Thanks, boss man CEO. You're gonna rewrite the word. Cortisol, yeah. That's how I pronounce it. It's cortisol. Fuck. Cortisol. 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 Got it. Got it. All right, guys. Finally. No, I'm not mute. I'm just playing a beat in my head. Enzo, what is this? First of all, this is eating what they serve at the Orange Julep. But that's good. All right, I think we're starting to break these highs here, guys. So 180 pips to break to clean traffic. Can we get that? That's our wick entry finally, but it's got a long way to go, man. It could be quick if it's clean, pops, but 200 pips. Let's see how fast are these candles. Can you start glitching? One hour flip again, 4 hour flip again. 1 hour we broke the highs again. And if you get structure on the way up above towards 905, then we're gonna have to move it up again. Don't get mad at me though. Get mad at the charts, okay? It's just the charts being the charts. So if it doesn't come out without structure, I'm gonna have to move it up towards the next zone. And we're between 905 and 37, and we'll keep doing that. But if it doesn't, comes straight up towards 905, perfect. We'll be in there, okay? But it's up to the price here. So just so you guys are ready, let me see, just in case. This might be a quick trade too, because it's a wick entry zone. Usually they're a little quicker. I think this could be a BE zone. Let's see. So if we get 905, that's gonna be a trail stop zone. Let's see, what is our first initial reaction? Maybe here. $27. This could be BE. There's also something at 902, 903, so could be a little lower actually. I'm looking at this no top wick area right here. This is like a little above it. Let's see if you can get up above 896 here first. 100 pips to go. It's not too far off. As close as it came was like 80 pips away. We're looking for a wick entry sell. Yeah, we're looking for not 92, no. 92 was earlier. We're looking for a 901 or 905. Between 902 and 905. In that area. Okay. This thing is recording. This is pretty slow on the way up, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I would expect a little more volume than this. You're above 86 though, so that's good. Just gotta make its way up. Don't mind these other zones here. These zones will only play a part once we actually tap 904 for the wick entry sell. But yeah, these other zones are just like BE zones and all of that, right? So when it comes, let's say you get a wick entry at 904. If it rejects, comes down towards 902, break even, and then we'll apply more zones here to trail stop loss. So this is what I'll do. So this might be quick, okay? This might be quick. So just in case. Comes up, 904, wick entry sell, boom, first reaction. Comes down towards 901, we're like 20 pips in profit. Okay, cool, trail stop loss to break even. Let's say it comes down towards the next zone, move stop loss from break even to in profit to this zone, and then we'll keep adding zones on the way down and keep trailing as we go. All right. So at first the zones are very close, and then eventually they become a lot cleaner. So I think once we break it below once you break below 89, you can actually start. This could be a little bigger. So it goes from like 20 pip gap to another 7 pip gap, and it pushes through there. It goes through a 15 pip gap, and eventually it's like a 4 pip gap, right? TP can be placed like, I'll say, where is my TP here? I think 180, somewhere down here could be TP. Like that. Yeah, we just keep trailing the way down, right? And below like 93, it's like you have all of this clean traffic. But yeah, that's the 904. Where'd you come off here now? 9093? This is still okay. 94 is still available. Is NASDAQ correlated with gold or opposite? Opposite. It's US indices. So usually it'll be move the opposite of gold. So you see the dollar going up, usually gold would typically drop down. Not always, but usually. It's XAU USD versus USD. Is there a record? Did I change it? Holy, this picture, I gotta get rid of it. Yeah, that's right. What's your training plan? Wake up, give myself like 30 minutes to fully to like somewhat wake up. Get ready for my session. Come onto the session at like 8:15, 8:20. Mark up my zones. Could take 5 minutes, could take 10. Sit there blank until price gives me more ideas, more information as the session goes on. Sometimes it's quicker. Today is a lot quicker. Some days it doesn't do anything until 10. And then once my ideas come, we're in the hunt. Once we're in the hunt, we start utilizing all of the time frames. And then, yeah, well, if there's something, we'll enter. If there's not, then next day, rinse and repeat. But yeah, that's my routine. Pretty straightforward. You passed your funny account by gambling? Congratulations, man. Yeah, but I gotta update that. I forgot completely about that. Let me do that after. What's your training plan, guys? What do you guys do when you guys wake up in the morning for your training session? What do you do? Like cold shower, red light therapy, matcha, go for a walk, go for a run. Smoke a joint. How confident you are on your ideas? If I'm not confident, I wouldn't even be entering a trade. I think all my ideas I'm very confident with, but that's why they rarely come. That's why you can't, like, that's why we're not really hunting right now. And we were, so this thing rejected. So yeah, when I'm hunting, I'm confident, of course, because I'm just following my playbook. It has nothing to do with my confidence. It's just my playbook has certain trades have a high win rate, and those are the only trades I'm taking. So of course you'll be confident, right? But I don't think the issue there is confidence. Is what you're asking. You get confusion of your trades. It's just because you don't have a playbook. Once you develop a playbook, you start knocking out the shitty ones, improving on the better ones, keep improving on the better ones over the years. Like it's not confident anymore. It's just like automatic. You're a robot. It's just done. That's what that is. So I guess that is confidence too, but you can't just, if confidence in trading isn't like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna wait for this, I'm gonna take that, and then boom, 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 we out there, but make some money today. Like, that's bullshit, right? So confidence comes from just like planning for your ideas a little better and like experience. So yeah, once you have that playbook, you'll be around the money, man. But yeah, work on it. It takes a long time to work on. Take acid while on shrooms. All right, man. Why are you trading a small account? Every day I get the same question, man. You like it? You like it? Oh, interest rates for the Canadian dollar. How'd that come out? Came out 2, it kept the same, 2.25. Nice. All right, so this thing is like kind of coming down slowly. We can get continuation sells, chat. I never said we couldn't today. It's just let me just remove all these areas now because this looks crazy, right? We only had one zone there really. These are just B zones and all of that. But yeah, I never said we couldn't get continuation of sells, right? We could. It's just now that you have a pullback, you have ranges, right? You broke above, breaking back into the range. There could be ideas below here. Let's see how fast this comes down, how rapid it comes down here. I'm assuming ideas could be like somewhere below here, right? Below here on the way down. I think you have a 30-minute leg candle down here and all of that, so you can start looking for those ideas. I would say below here, this could be available too to take continuation and sells down. It's just for that, I think you need to come up to above here. If you come up to above there, then you come back down here, sure. Because it looks something like this, right? Yeah, if this is your zone, if these are your leg candles here, then below here you have all this range for continuation. So yeah, we could get continuation of sells. Doesn't only have to be wick entry sells. That was just part of the cycle for the morning, right? But things have changed since. Things have shifted since. You have a range now. Things look a little different. Initially, the wick entry sell ideas are to be part of like these ends, more so of like range, top wick to come down, right? But we came close there. That was like 80 pips away. So if this is it, this should continue down. If it's not it, then you'll make a new high, and we're gonna have to probably move up 904 or somewhere else. Make sense? I guess this thing rejected off of 93, 94. So yeah, we didn't have anything there. I guess I was off here. But yeah, continuation could be available, right? So you can start opening that hand up. Too small? Hey man, go watch someone that has like 100 mil account. Or someone go watch like this. I'm sure there's other streamers that show bigger balances. You know what I mean? What's the 30-minute leg count right here? Below here in the 15. Yeah, so let's see. So this is the next 30-minute leg count that you're kind of looking at here. Alright, I'm assuming if that's gonna give you a fill, you'll create like a steeper bottom wick, and maybe you can tap 22 zones. But yeah, this is still 130 pips to go here. So let's see, it's picking up a little bit. These candles are a little small. You kind of need to see it's like glitching through here. Let's see if this can do that. And then I think 04 gets moved now though. Where's 04 now? So we have 37. Just leave it here for now, I guess. Yeah, I'll leave it up there. That's 400. Yeah. You guys talking about mushrooms? Ooh, a little bit of volume here, kinda. A little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Your P&L is ugly red today? How come? This is pretty slow on the way down, and it's a glitch. What losses have a 10K? I don't know. If this account goes to 10K, I think I've been doing like 0.7, 0.8 for every 1K on average. But then recently we had to change it with the how big stops are. But let's see, 0.8 times 10. What is that? What's that math? 8 lot? Am I tripping? 0.08, 0.80 lot, 0.80 lot, 0.80 lot, 0.80 lot. Or yeah, something like that. Is that right? 0.8. Yeah, 0.80 lot. 0.08 times 10, 0.80 lot. So around like, I'll say 0.80 to 0.50, 0.50, depending on how big stops are. What do you make this week? This week we only took one trade yesterday, and it was break even. This week we're like 0.07 or something, basically break even. We've only had one trade. That was yesterday. We can get something today. If this continues to move here, it looks like we're slowly starting to move. So look, there's a leg candle area at 856, right? So you expect a reaction off of these areas. And then once you react, it gets a little crazy below. But let's wait for that tap first. So you're almost there. That was 20 pips away. This is decent. Could be a little better. So then, look, if you start glitching here, because it could be like in a blink, right? If you start glitching here on the way down, if you push through all these areas here, right, the leg candle fills this, right, on the 30-minute time frame or the 15. So if you end up glitching through, pulling back, looking like this, right? One motion, pull back, one motion, re-break the lows, could be sells below there for us. Straight down for the leg candle, which I think will give you how much range here? 80 pip range. You have a lot, and then below yeah, I think 32. We'll look to target that, and then let's see what's below 32 here. It shows like 47.57 via continuation. I think on the way down there's some struggle more at like 806 though. So maybe 806. I don't know, but between 806 and 57 what will happen. But below 57 would be clean as well. If you break below there. Maybe a little lower here. Let's see, what is this? Could this be better? 26. 84, 23, 84, 23, 84, 23. 84, 84, 84, 84, 84. Now we'll see. We'll focus on one range at a time right now, right? And we'll see if it breaks 32 even, but right now it has a breakthrough 5-6 here. So you have all this range here. We're not gonna grab like ideas from right here. I'm assuming it's gonna be like somewhere in these areas here below like 46 down, because you need to see a glitch through. Something like that, pull back, rise, continuation, right? Hi Don, long time follower here. I always wanted to make a bot with your playbook. Do you mind? I mean, you can do whatever you want with the free playbook. Yeah, you can try. You can try. Since I started waking up late the next day, after I took a W, I put my mind in a lot of peace, because my mind expect to get a trade and win the day every time I got a trade. Since I started waking up late the next day after I took a W, I put my mind in a lot of peace. Because my mind expected to get a trade and win the next day every time I got a trade. Since I started waking up late the next day after I took a W, I put my mind in a lot of peace. Okay, so wake up next day, put a lot of peace. Because my mind expects to get a trade, win the next day every time you get a trade. Got it. So your mind expects you to win after you get a win. So when you get the next day, you're delaying that gratification. Got it. Fuck that shit. Wake up the next day at the same time and fight through that. Fight through the demons. Don't run away from your demons. Don't run away from your fear. Face it, because you gotta deal with it eventually. So imagine if, like, you know, you keep doing that, eventually you're gonna wake up for a London session or something. You're not gonna wake up the next day. This is why school is important. Yeah, sorry man, I couldn't read. All right, let's see what happens here. 10:30 here, guys. We still got a little bit of time. I wouldn't say it's a day yet, because this thing can pick up any given moment. We haven't had a push really since what time? What time was our last push here really? Like since 9. So early session still, right? So yeah, this right here could be a low high to continue down. We'll see if it is. We'll see how it reacts and push it down here. But Yeah, if it glitches, it glitches. You'll see a glitch. I will say though, this move from this morning here, I wouldn't even say these are glitches. These are very weak candles still. This is exactly what happened last Thursday. So it could get better, or it can just sit around for FOMC, which if it does, then we'll call it. All right, man. But still got a little bit of time here. We'll be here until 11 probably, and then we'll go on from there. Okay, okay. Holy shit, I looked at the charts. I just tried a sales job for 2 weeks and I was cooked. I rashed their charts. I mean, they're both hard work, man. Sales job is, I can't imagine. I'm not a good talker, so my social battery can be cooked by the first call. I don't know how people do sales job. I actually find it crazy how like you can sit in a call all day and talk. Like I can't do that. Like I can't talk like that. I can't talk and try to convince you to buy something. Like, look, can y'all join DVS01? Some people know how to like talk, like, you know how to like get that though. While y'all was talking, it's different though. On the charts, it's different. Like, I'm not trying to like, I'm just explaining what goes on in my mind, right? But if I like the sales call, I'd be like, hello, mate. I'll be like, there's a million things in my head thinking at once. If I say everything on my mind, the call is cooked, bro. It's done. ADHD. It's over. Dollar getting strong lately, brother. That shit's been strong since like $0. What you mean? Dollar getting strong lately? Let's go check the dollar out. Let's see when it got strong. Like this shit's so bullish, man. Like from like the first year 1, year 10. Dollar getting strong lately. What you mean, bruh? This shit's so strong. If anything, it could get a little weaker. Keep the sales job. Yeah, if you can talk to people, you can talk. I can't. Like I cannot talk. So the charts, like, you don't gotta talk to no one. Just you and your ideas, your mind. You control everything in trading. Your pace, everything. Please advise. What's the plan? We are just waiting for Volumeee to kick in here. We haven't had volume all morning. Check the XY. Oh, DXY, what you mean? My dumbass, sorry. All right, it is getting stronger. The 23, just wanting to see how it went. Yeah, 23 is mad young, man. 25 is mad young too. 25 really young. I think they say 28 is when you feel like oldest, like peak old ever in your life. And then when you get past that, you're like next old age you mentally would be like 35. And after that, maybe like after that you're good. But yeah, I think they said like 28 you feel like the oldest. 30 you feel young, 31 you feel young, 32 you feel young, 33 you feel young, 34 you feel young, 35 you're like, damn, I'm getting old. Kind of crazy. 24 you feel old. 25 you feel a little young. 26 you feel a little young, right? I'm assuming, hope so. Sorry, I missed that. What is getting stronger? Abdullah said the DXY is getting stronger. So and then I looked at it, I'm like, I agree. The DXY looks like it's getting a bit stronger. Without the structure too, especially. What is the average age group in his audience? 20 to 26? I think it's like 20. Yeah, it's like, no, not 20. It's like 21 to like 40, 37, 36. I don't think we have a young audience. I'm telling you, we have a large, big IQ and EQ audience. Our audience is like big EQ and IQ. So it's like they just big EQ, big IQ. Look, how old are you guys? I started watching at 19. See, Big EQ doesn't even answer the question. I asked, how old are you? He goes, I started watching at 19, right? They just know, like, boom, mad smart, Nectar. $28. See, like it's actually turn 24. Yeah, it's around there. It's around there. 31? Sheesh. Yeah, it's around there. I'll be 31 in 6 years. You're 21? Yeah, man. You're mad young. You're not even born yet. 52, 29, 32. When you pass 32 is all the same? Yeah. 30, no, until you're like 50, that's when another life cycle hits though, no? Like at 55, your brain's like peak at 30 though. And then it just gets peak until like what, 50, 60? And then yes, I have a girlfriend. I actually can't believe we're not going to move again today. Really? I'll give it like another 15 here or another 10. 11. Until 11. Then if that's it, 11, then we move on. I don't know if I'm streaming FOMC, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I got to see. But if I go live later, I'll go live at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, okay? If I don't go live at that time, then I guess you gotta watch someone else's stream. How long I known her for? 5 years now. My dad gonna be 48. Your dad's mad young. 48 in April. Holy shit. Damn. That's crazy. I'm at 9 trades in a row, averaging 1 to 2% a trade. What's your best tip for consistency? That's good. Very good. My best tip for consistency is just to wake up the next day and rewire your brain to reset it. Don't even think about the fact that you're on a 9 winning streak. Just wake up the next day, reset your brain, and show up and do the exact same thing you did the day prior. Don't even think about the fact that you're on a 9 winning streak or on a losing streak or whatever the streak is. No matter what the result of the last day was, as long as you have a consistent routine to wake up every day and do the same thing, things will happen. You'll go on another 9 or another 60 or another 50, whatever it is, right? Hey, how'd you know I was in my head? I'm off the meter. Naruto 1999. What's up, man? Naruto Fox. Hey, is Naruto is he a wolf? What is he? Or is he human? No. Inuyasha is what's his name? Inuyasha is a wolf. What's Naruto? Is he a fox? A human with the fox? He's a ninja? Do. Hey, Lift, do you still be lifting? This name was curving on yours 14, now you're 27. Oh. Alright, thanks for your age. I mean, yeah, you didn't have to tell me. 1999 plus 26 plus 1, that's 27. That was funny. Alright, man. I know this chat is cooked now. Beyond cooked at this point. Let's see what happens. We got 14 more minutes. We're about to find out. We have more volume. And we about to see. We are about to see. Chat, what do you guys rate today's price action? To be fair, I think we had like 3 ideas today. So, what do you guys give it? I'll give it a 6. I don't think it was that volatile. 6, 7. I'll give it a 6, I think. I think it had a lot of potential when I first came on to be a lot better. The time really flies by though on the stream. We're already like 2.5 hours in. From my experience in sales, I've been collecting data from a lot of people, and people in 18, 26, 27, the most difficult age group to handle. They are full of energy, aggressive, passionate. Yeah, it makes sense. Not everybody though. If you guys are enjoying the stream, leave a like. It's up to the channel. In case I go live later, you might want to put your noties on. You know what I'm saying? I was waiting for these candles to print and move. I think it's going to be a good week though. What day is it today? Wednesday, right? Tomorrow's Thursday, then you got Friday. If today sets up with FOMC especially for tomorrow, it's amazing. Because that means if today's the first day of directional, tomorrow is gonna be like your Friday last week. Remember Friday last week? It was like clean. But yeah, it's gonna pick up from here on out by the looks of it. If it goes up, it goes up. If it goes down, it doesn't matter. But you broke out of the ranges completely now, right? And it can start for more ideas, especially direction. Well, especially direction. So that's very good. What are they expecting today? Rate cuts? Also, where is Cookie Bender? Haven't seen Cookie Bender in like a week. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. They're expecting to keep the same rates, right? 3.75. Yeah, then 2:30 you got that. That's when Jerome hops on the microphone and he starts speaking. And then things get a little more volatile. And then your trades could be anywhere from like 2:45 until 3, 4. FOMC. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll see. They're not expecting a rate to September. September's September, man. September. Sometimes they cut in March, right? I know September they usually pretty volatile for FOMC. How much longer? I'll give it another 8 minutes usually, and then we'll place like a session stop loss for 11. But it doesn't look like if anything, it looks like there's a chance that we could get some type of like continuation up here to get a top wick. I don't think this really exists here. Looking at it, it's a doji. So you can kind of map out these areas from here, and then here, and then if you make your way up here and it pushes through here, I'm assuming you'll get some type of reaction here, which is the wick entry sell idea that we have. But yeah, it's gonna require a pretty big pop, so I don't know how much time we have for that. Like that's still 470 pips, Maybe there could be a 904, 905, which is 380, but it's still going to require quite a bit of volume. So unless that picks up, or you can also get continuation like this, right? But it's pretty slow right now. It's going to have to glitch through for me to look for anything. If it's just slow like this, it can also just like slow on the way down, and then all of a sudden you get like one huge correction back up. Right? That can also happen. So I'm not looking for buys yet. So yeah, it's just like the closest idea we have right now is maybe just like that wick entry sell, because it just requires one move up. The rest requires a bit more structure. Unless you just fly through 48.32. What time did we hop on today? We hopped on around here, right? Yeah, we hopped on like just when it started to like hover here in range. We got some. Be back in 2 seconds. Oh, vape. No trade, sir. No trade, sir. No trades yet. What level are you looking for? Nothing right now. I'm just waiting for volume to kick in. Literally waiting for volume to kick in. So I don't have like I have areas here, but it's nothing right now. We are just waiting for volume. Literally waiting for volume. Don't fit. Sup, man? This is gold. Next trade. Let's see. Could be today. Could be in the next 10 minutes. Could be tomorrow. Could be Friday. I don't know. I don't know. I really thought it would be today though. Looking at price earlier, but it just didn't give us anything. I was excited to hop on. You're not buying right now? No. Nothing to buy. I don't know if it's gonna go up here. I have no idea. Flat earther? I actually don't get it. Flat earther versus versus round earther? I don't get it. BOS? I don't know what that is. Breaker structure? Oh, breaker structure, yeah. Yeah, I think that for me, that's gonna be above like 49, I think 5,000. If you break back above like here, I'll say 49.70. I'll look for ideas for buys, but we're like miles away right now. So I have nothing in that area. You think the moon landing was fake? I have no idea actually. What are you holding? A hockey stick. This is my hockey stick. It's cool, right? Cool. This is actually a $400 stick. Played? It's been a while. But I've been playing in the crib lately. And okay, 1 minute guys until 1 hour closure. So we'll see. This volume, you know, looks like it doesn't look too promising. Unless you really get a crazy opening, sure. But yeah, man. You know, I'm having I'm gonna do yay grills. Titanium grills. Titanium grills. Hey, we might get these can you explain your strategy? I would right now. There's a lot to explain. I'll get back to that. Just price action basically. It's very straightforward. Price action, volume, candle reading. That's it. Second breakout for 5 minutes coming. What do you think is gonna happen? Hey, you know why I live stream though, chat? Because eventually you guys can be in tuned, right? Like obviously as you continue to watch the streams, you'll like obviously as we get more entries over time, you'll get a better perspective and idea of like how I trade, and then you'll be able to like see what I see, right? So someone in chat, like that's when things start rolling. When chat is like, yo, Don, that's your second rebreak, or Don, isn't that liquidity up here, or Don, isn't this that? Like you'll realize how I kind of do it, and then you'll call it out for me. So then it's like a W teamwork. That's how like just like when some people in the chat see the light candle, right? It just makes it a better easier experience. But there's a lot of catch up on, I can tell, because I haven't been streaming for a year now, right? So there's a lot we added. All right, so we have a 1 hour closure here. Let's see, what are these counts are give you a little bit of information, just a little bit. You have a little bit of info here actually. There's like some range here that you're holding right now, right? You kind of been holding these for the last like 3 1 hour candles since 8. It's still holding. This one closed very bearish. Question is this right here your high? Is that enough? Or are you gonna come up to make a steeper high? We don't know, but we can find out, right? So you've had this high here. You opened up here, you got another high. So yeah, wait, what was this? This just opened up. How did it make a, oh, I guess it's a 54 pip top wick. So you have like a little bit of structure, just a little bit. It's a little bit of info. I would say it's still a little early to say that this is your high, but the more structure you have here. So that's why like you do want to see volume kick in here. You do want to see if you can get, if price can break these lows here and break below these areas here. Because as it does that, if it's glitching through, like you see how long it took these counts kind of come up here and retrace right here. This took how long? This took like 7 candles, 8 bars, 7 bars, right? So if you get a 1-2 pop down, that's your glitch, that's your volume. And then from there on out, it's just whether you can just continue holding these areas, and then we'll look for ideas, right? But I think this is not bad. It's just, is that your high, right? We don't know yet. So that's kind of why we're just stuck in the ranges here, and we're waiting for things to kind of happen. Because if that's not your high, then you'll make a steeper high. I'm assuming 904 or like what I have here, 37, and that's your wick entry sells. But again, that's really far away, right? For now, so I don't know how much time we'll be here for, but I guess this is something we could get to. There's potential here. It's just a matter of glitching and volume. So I'll give it like until 10:15 or 11:15, another like 10 minutes. If we just sit, if we don't move in out of this range here, I'll put a blue zone here. If we don't move outside this range here, then we'll hop off. If we break out, then we'll be here, and there could be potential. All right. That's kind of what I got left for today, looking at price and the information we have here. But this isn't bad. Like this 1 hour 84 zones off of this zone here, going across, it's not bad. You rejected here in the past here, but the difference in rejection here was because you were coming up, right? This is actually coming down, and last time you came down, you were able to break through. You did slow down a little bit here, right? Which is why it makes sense slowing down here, but then eventually you broke through. So FOMC could break through. Down towards the bottom of the ranges. But yeah, this is pretty important. This area here, 84, I just saw that. Some new information we have collected. Just about volume. Gotta go. See you later. Peace out, man. 30 le. Oh yeah, going up, right? Yeah, that's 30 le. You actually have the exact same thing we have on the minute on the 1 hour time frame. You see these two candles here? You can kind of block it out. It's a doji. It's the same exact thing that's happening on the 1 hour time frame. Or no, what was it? The 5 right here. Kind of just block these two candles out to doji. So off of the minute, we'll tell how the 5 reacts. You know what I mean? If you guys enjoyed the stream, hit the like button, chat. Appreciate you being here today. Sorry for the yap fest. We'll see. Okay, this might be picking up a little bit. Okay, I got a fire video post. I'm posting later on my YouTube Shorts. Fire video. It's gonna be after stream. I'm gonna post it. Should I play a snippet? It's actually a fire video. Spider-Man trailer release? What, Spider-Man? What Spider-Man? Like Spider-Man or like Spider-Verse? Damn, I guess no one wants to see the trailer. Okay. Oh, good. I guess y'all got the full premiere later. Spider-Man trailer? Dune 3? I haven't watched the first Dune yet. Dune I haven't touched. Let's see, Spider-Man. Spider-Man, 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 Spider-Man. Breaking above the blue range here, so it looks like we're going to stay for another 10 minutes. See if this picks up. Nice. Cool. Let's delete this. Maybe we can get a wick entry. Maybe. So here, remember the lower high? So remember the lower high we mentioned? This? We're trying to confirm that's a lower high, right? This could be a second lower high. So it's like, look, you see how long this took to kind of come up? Right? If it's a 1-2 pop back down, below 5-6, maybe even within this range here, it could be possible. I would say though, for this range here, I want to see like maybe a little higher, maybe like 82 or something, and then a re-break back below 65 and then below 65, sure. But if it comes down from here, it's fine, right? But that'll be your confirmation of volume then, and then this should continue to move for the session. I don't think it's gonna be a done day yet. But I think to retest the lows here is still 130 pips to go. All right. But like you, cause look, you're actually like moving quite a bit. All right, this one count cleared out 3 candles. That's some volume. It's a little bit of volume kicking in. So now can it clear out the rest of the range here, right? I'll say right here would be nice if you can get like a top wick within this area, and then like so then it'll look like this. You'll see price doing something like this where it comes up to the top of the range. And then later on, you'll see it shift back, right? If it does this, below here could be ideas. Because again, the entire idea here is based off of the 1 hour time. 1 hour candle, close respecting that range there, right? So you're finding ways now to find confluences to confirm that that 1 hour high is being held still, which is this. That's your 1 hour high. So if you come up, especially if you come up, you break the highs again, it's like, okay, you should go up. Corrects it back down, that's volume now, right? So then below here could be ideas for sells, straight down towards like 48.56, right? So we don't know what's gonna happen yet, but we're trying to figure out this, and that's the main idea. So go back on the trading view 1 hour here, right? You see how you kind of last 3 counts of all close respecting 84. That's like your 1 hour high area. So you're just trying to find a way to confirm that that's not gonna create a steeper high. Right? You're trying to confirm that it's not just going to go up like this. We don't know. Yeah, there could be something. These ranges are decent. I think it's like 120 pips in that area there. That's also going to be the 1 hour flip too, if you get a steeper high. But you don't want to see it keep doing this. Like you see us like coming down, ranging, down, ranging, down, ranging, or vice versa, up, range. You want to see like pop. I've been trading for 7 years, going into my 8th year. I've been streaming for 6. You're gonna show them what? A 2-second preview, a 30-second clip? Yeah, it's a W clip. I'm gonna post it on my YouTube later on YouTube Shorts. Let's see, can it tap the blue zone? 48.83. $15 closure. Okay, so yeah, we can start placing a session stop loss here. I think I'll place one. Where do I want to place one? I think I'll place it up here. And you know, hold on. Let's give it another 5. Because it could be a lot lower than that. It's too much. That's too far. It'll either be like the 1 hour highs once you actually start getting some action, or the lows on the 1 hour flip. Yeah, who in the chat has no trades today? Who has like 0 trades today? Still waiting. Zero trades? That'll be man. You only took 1 trade this week? Me too, man. Me too. Same boat. Yeah. I'm sure we'll pick up, guys. Look, remember, like the last 2 weeks, right? We've had like those 2, that one day we had 2 trades. Basically it. Yesterday, I guess that 1 trade too, but it just only started to pick up, right? So this is the very beginning of it. It hasn't even started yet. I don't even think this thing has started moving consistently yet. And once it does, it's great, right? But it should only pick up since you spent so much time in the range. So it gets better. You'll get more ideas as you go. You don't need to like try to force anything today, especially just because today's the first day where you have like a solid move. I will say though, today was the first day you've had a solid move since we started streaming, I think. Like actual directional volume. But it doesn't mean, you know, today's the day where you go full send because you haven't moved in 2 weeks. Same rules apply. How are you so disciplined? I think just experience, man. I wasn't always disciplined. Just like seeing charts every day for like 7 years and developing my playbook. That's it. Experience, man. Don't rush it. You got, like, everyone gets there. Everyone gets there and beyond. Got a little short in London. So it was like catching a knife when it's falling down. Well, if you're looking for buys, yeah. But I can't say that, to be honest, because I think there were decent zones where you came down a tap on a higher time frame. It wasn't bad. Shine tripping when you don't look to trade, only take high quality stuff. You know that you'll eventually get your stuff. Yeah, exactly. It just comes. Could be a couple weeks, but yeah, say it to yourself though. Yeah, be willing to like accept that you might not get a trade for like 5 weeks. It's never happened, but you know that's the type of like discipline that you need. It's not really about I'm gonna come onto a chart today and not look for trades. It's more so of like you're constantly hunting every day, but until you get that set up, right? But don't try to avoid it. Don't try like, oh, I'm not going to show up today. I want to be disciplined. That's not being disciplined. That's called being scared, right? Like you can't be scared because you got to face your fears. Yeah, you got to be able to look at the charts and not act on it. That's the only way you get better. You can't just avoid it. You can't run away from these fears of trading. You can't run away from FOMO, right? Everyone has FOMO. It's just, are you going to act on the FOMO? Are you going to sit here and press buttons, or are you going to sit here and like wait for that to kind of give you the right opportunity? There's a point where I didn't get a trade for 2.5 weeks and then made it. Yeah, bro, me too. Like 2 weeks ago, we didn't get a trade for 2 weeks and we had one trade on a Friday, 6.8%. And it's like, holy, it says it made up for 2 weeks. But yeah, it's the only thing though, when you first go through those phases of like sitting through like a couple days with no trades, like of course you're in question your trading ability. Like, am I tripping? Am I not seeing something right now? Like, what's wrong with me? Right? But just accept the charts for what it is. It's just not giving the best opportunity. Because if it is, instinct will kick in and be like, oh, right there, that's my idea. But until you get that extra boost of energy, it's dead. Like, look, oh wow, we have a little bit of volume. What could this lead to? Right? So remember, higher time frame, 1 hour time frame, high to here. This is a second lower high here for now. If it is, then we'll see a bit more structure coming down here. But unfortunately, we couldn't tap into 82 here. But where'd you come up towards? 80. Yeah. Getting close. But yeah, let's see. This is the first somewhat push down you have. Let's see if this could continue down. And then it could be breakouts here. You really need to see a glitch. If it comes down towards 85 slow chat, I'm gonna call it a day. Sorry, really, like, if you want to see it come down a lot faster than this range coming up, right? So that's why it's called a 1-2 pop. That's why I call it a 1-2 pop, because it's like it corrects it within a 1-2 pop. So like a lot less than how it came up. Like if it's like this, then that's perfect. All right, strong correction. This move is fake. But if it does something like this, where it's like, GG's, get off. So you're just making that judgment off of that. What's up, Penzo? What you mean? Penzo, there's like a million chat messages. I don't know which one to read sometimes. I love Penzo. Wicked. Wicked, 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 wicked. Wicked, 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 wicked. All right, Pento. All right, man. $40, $30 leg candle body tapped. Yeah, let's see. Chat, who's trading FOMC later? Everyone trading FOMC later? I mean, it's FOMC. It's like S tier folder, red folder. S tier folder. I think I'll put like FOMC. I wouldn't even put NFP as S tier no more. NFP used to be the shit. I think it's gone like more mediocre over the years. But yeah, I think the only S tier I'll put is like FOMC, and then A tier I'll put like CPI, NFP. Don't sleep on natural gas storages, yellow folder. That folder is actually like B tier. It's actually up there, even though it's a yellow folder. But yeah, that's about it. NFP fell off, yeah. But FOMC, I think that's the only S tier I have. Correct, A-list. It might be priced in, yeah. I will say though, maybe you can get a correction. Maybe. This thing has been slow. Hidden user. What's up, man? Mr. TTS himself from Twitch. You going TTS today? Why is FOMC so special? It's just I treat all volume the same, to be honest. So I just see it as volume coming in. FOMC just is more consistent in bringing volume in each folder. But it doesn't have to be special. It's just another day, really, right? But there's more likely that there is to be volume FOMC days. So that's why it's special. But it doesn't have to be special. Because the moment you put special in your head, you start placing this shit, round trips. How was your starting days with trading? The first day I traded, I was on the minute chart for like 8 hours. I was hooked. Just looking at the minute for 8 hours straight, didn't know what I was doing, but just like scanning and trying to see what the hell price is even doing. I had no idea like what bullish, bearish was. Just like, you know, that's crazy. If I can go back to those times, I would, to be honest, because it's like very special. You're not gonna be there ever again, right? You're not gonna be at those levels ever again. Trading is so like new to you, so fresh. At this point, it's just a job. So no, don't rush the process, man. Never rush the process. Enjoy every single moment of it, because we're gonna hop off here because this thing is rangy. Damn. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll place a session stop loss right here. We'll leave it at like 48.77. If it doesn't rip down this 1 hour flip, then we'll call it a day. If it does break the high, then we'll call it a day. As a beginner, would you say to focus on the 5-minute chart rather than the 1-minute chart? As a beginner, I would say to focus on understanding market structure, because then eventually the 1-minute chart and the 5 are going to be the same for you. So learn to like read candles backwards. Go to admeast.com. Go to Playbook V2, and then go to market structure. Or no, I guess you can go there too. But go to reading candles backwards. So it doesn't matter if you use the minute or 5, but if you can learn to reverse engineer candles, it's all the same. But you gotta understand market structure in order to understand that. All right, A7 here. Is that gonna break? Is there gonna be a day for us? Yeah, ANEs.com, Playbook V2. Confirm, please, if there is no FOMC tonight. Yeah, I will let you know by... honestly, if I don't say anything by 1:30, I'm not going to be on. I'll be in the channel later. I'll say in the channel, but for YouTube, if it's not 1:30, then I won't be on. We'll see. I don't know yet. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I gotta see. Oh, there's Cookie Bender. Bossman CEO. Bossman CEO. Share a spreadsheet, exclamation point, spreadsheet in the chat. It should pop up. All right. 11:30 here. So yeah, 30-minute is a bullish candle. So if you get that wick filled, GG's. Yeah, we'll see. We still have that same session stop loss at 7.7. What time is that FOMC layer 2? How long is that? An hour and a half? We'll see. Maybe. We'll see. What's poppin'? No trades yet? No, sir. We're just chilling. Just waiting. It's a hockey stick. It's a hockey stick. It's a hockey stick. Do people in the UK play hockey? How big is hockey in the UK? There's ice there. GI racing yet, Nectar, bro? I'm gonna cook your ass in that, bro. You like football? Yeah, you guys play football over there in the UK. Is this your small account? Where's your large account? This is my large account. Guys keep asking me where my large account. This is my large account, guys. Damn. Hockey the death sport. Yeah, hockey is big in Europe though. Hockey is actually pretty big in Europe, like Czechia, Slovakia, Finland, Sweden, Germany, Russia. Wow, I just took in. You can see my whole month of trading, all 30 days within one tab here. Look, within 30 days from the 20th, I guess, till now the 20th or 18. This is my history. We literally took 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades. 7 trades here and 1 withdrawal in the last 30 days. So you really don't need to trade every day, right? You really don't. Trading is like, I mean, I'm on every day, right? But you don't need to have a trade every day when nothing is printed. Normal hockey, ice hockey, ice hockey. You followed me for a long time, so then you would know. You would know why I stopped showing my balance. Because I can't tell a story every day, man. Imagine every day I come to the stream, you're down, where's your balance? I'm like, you know, like, I can't answer the same question every day. I need a command. W command. Yeah, you may not talk about the deal, but can you explain in 15-30 seconds what about wick entry buys near 850? 850 for buys? That's a suicide. That's a homicide. That is tough. I don't think it's a bad idea. But in terms of aggressiveness and like probability, you're kind of still coming down, you know what I mean? Like trending. So probability for it to reject up is a little lower than if you just follow it down. You know what I mean? I don't think it's a bad idea. I think there could be something better you can look for though. Well, what are we doing? I'm supposed to hop off here. Chat. This thing is still ranging here. So, yeah, I think that's it for me, guys. I don't know. If it would have moved by now. My trading window is 11. I don't even know where I place the session stop loss, but we place it up here, but it's just not even moving up there even. So it's like, GG's. FOMC is later, so that likely will give price more movement and volume. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be here. I'll let you guys know. If I'm on, I'll be on at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, so in 2 hours. If I'm on, if I'm not, then I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, okay? But that might be it for me today. No trades. But tomorrow should be pretty good, and Friday, because today is like volatile day that sets you up for the next coming days. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? If you're trading FOMC, best of luck to you. Just be disciplined and let the trades come to you, okay? But yeah, have a good day, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Later, chat. What am I doing here? What am I doing? All right. Peace out. Just leave a like on your way out. I appreciate you guys, man. W stream today. W stream.
Oh, just vote, they motherfucker no bap. I took my head back to Atlanta. Back to my sticks, back to my hands, back to my bitch, back to my shot. Rolling around, yeah, I'm on 2 miles. Rolling on miles, rolling on this, rolling. Bitch, just see me a day, I told her, bitch. I told you, baby, I'm not regular. I push that button, had my op on Good Morning America. Jumping playing, hope you stand, hope I'm embarrassed. Niggas be switching side, hold up, they like lesbians. I'm in a kid, I'm fan, he in the night. Whole lot of bitches fuck on that, I grab the guitar and rack up. Whole lot of hoe wanna fuck up, us, I fuck the guitar and rack up. Push the brake, push it down, hold up, watch me rack up. Watch me rack up.
I'm on way too much Molly, might fuck up the party. I still left with 3 hoes and stuffed them in a Rari. Me like 10 million on V-Long, shout out to Barry. I could fuck around, go deep, boys, just like I'm Cuddy. Tried to fight, pouring up syrup, I had to pick my battles. Tryna break the money machine, the only thing that matter. I ain't tricking on no thought, she fucked the whole game. Double O and XO, we got the same chain. I can't see none of they hate my money, stack too tall. Made some mistakes, but none of my diamonds got flaws. Since I tie my ties, I feel like I'm above the law. I'm a rock star, no band, my Drake on my guitar. Bitch, I really do it. Gotta keep my fire, my whole life I've been walking through it. Send a bitch through immigration, I need something foreign. Wake up to the moon, I go to sleep, the sun showing.
Bitch, I really do it. Oh, I really do it. In my cup, that's codeine, dirty fluid. I been going crazy. Bitch, I really do it. In my cup, double cup, dirty fluid. Me and my shooter related. I'm in that bitch and I'm blazing. This shit got me talking too lazy. I'm from the fleck, I'm crazy. I'm from the fleck, in the shady. I'm in the big one base. His squat twin that base. His squat twin that base. Jumping playing, hope you stand, hope I'm embarrassed. Niggas be switching side, they like lesbians. I'm in the kid, I'm fan, he in the night. Whole lot of bitches fuck on that, I grab the guitar and rack up. Whole lot of hoe wanna fuck up, us, I fuck the guitar and rack up. Push the brake, push it down, hold up, let me rack up. Whole lot of hoe wanna fuck up, us, I fuck the guitar and rack up. Whole lot of bitches fuck on that, I grab the guitar and rack up.